Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Tuesday, the 13th of September, 2023. I'm Michael Thompson. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. So let's get going. Story number 1. The S&P ASX 200 closed up 0.2% today to 7,207 points. It was pretty mixed, really, in terms of sectors. Metals and mining and materials performed best, with Rio Tinto up 1.5%, BHP up 1.2%, and Fortescue Metals climbing 1.7%. The biggest drops today were really in energy, led by the day's second worst performing company, Viva Energy Group, down 7.3%. That follows media reports that a Swiss-based group is considering selling its stake in the business in a $500 million block trade. Sierra Resources was the worst for the day, down 7.4%, while Brainchip Holdings fell 6.8%. Best overall was Link Administration Holdings, up 6%, followed by Imugene, up 5.1%. Just very quickly, an interesting strong performer from the ASX today was Select Harvests, which is the second biggest almond grower in Australia and one of the biggest in the world. The business says the prospects for a bumper crop in 2024 are growing, with the shift to El Nino weather patterns actually being a bit of a positive for almond growth, and shares in the business were up 10.4%. On to story number 2, and Australia's richest person, Gina Rinehart, could launch a takeover bid for Liontown Resources after taking a stake in the lithium player. That would upset Albemarle, which currently has got a $6.6 billion offer in for the business. Rinehart's Hancock Prospecting has disclosed it has secured a 7.72% stake in Liontown, worth around $500 million, and could take a seat on the board. Rinehart has also indicated plans to move more into lithium and work with other investors. A statement from Hancock Prospecting said that the shareholding is a strategic stake and gives Liontown the opportunity to leverage Hancock's expertise and contribute to its future direction, including in relation to investment opportunities for downstream value add in Western Australia. Story number 3, Australia's first ever university campus in India is being launched next week by the University of Wollongong. Indian residents who are unable to afford the cost of moving to Australia will be able to get a chance of a degree from the university for about half the price. The Indian government has recently changed the rules, allowing foreign university campuses to open in one city as part of a plan to make it really an international hub of financial and IT innovation. The University of Wollongong is offering postgraduate courses focused on finance, accounting, and computer science. Indian students actually surpassed Chinese student enrollments at some Australian unis since the pandemic, and India is considered a major growth market for the education sector. Story number 4, how about this one? Britain's major supermarkets, department stores and retail outlets are offering the equivalent of 1.2 million Aussie dollars to local police to help fund efforts in facial recognition as part of a crackdown after a massive rise in shoplifting. Theft is costing them the equivalent of 2 billion Australian dollars a year in prevention and stock loss. They're going to funnel information and footage through to the police, including data and evidence, to help crack down on the activity. The wave of shoplifting has really surged over the past few years, particularly with the cost of goods on the rise, making it a more attractive option for organised crime. And finally, story number 5, one out of the US, where Tesla shares have soared 10% following an analyst note about its new Dojo supercomputer's potential. Morgan Stanley thinks it will open up new markets like robo-taxis, of all things, and give Tesla a bit of an advantage in training self-driving systems. Tesla is expected to release a new version of its self-driving system by the end of the year and is due to have an artificial intelligence day in 2024. There you go. That's it for the afternoon report for Tuesday, the 12th of September, 2023. We'll be back tomorrow morning with the Wednesday edition of Fear and Greed Business News. I'm Michael Thompson. Enjoy your evening.